What's up, guys? Welcome back to my page, Core Reactions. I am back again with the Jersey Housewives. We are now episode 2. I am not episode 2, they're like on episode 10 or something. And yeah, episode 1, I could just already feel myself getting upset of how the season's gonna go. I'm definitely not a team Teresa at all, or Louis. Definitely hope John Fuda gets them together. I also heard there was no reunion. Like, I need to see what's going on in this Jersey world. I like Jersey Housewives. I do. I love the storyline of everything Teresa's been through in her family. To see where it's come to, I understand why Melissa and Joe are done. I also understand why Teresa will be done too, because she's not gonna win. They're not gonna win either with each other. Yeah, sad to see that there was no resolution, but I think at some point though, every housewife shows like how long can it really run? Like, people get older, situations change, and these are people's real lives. So it's just like at some point, someone's gonna get tired, or someone's gonna quit, or someone's not gonna want to talk to someone, and so I can't blame them, but doesn't make for great TV. So it's like, I don't know, but here we go. This is season 14, episode 2, Real Housewives of New Jersey. Here we go.
But I want to invite you guys to Nate's celebration for life, in a way.
Danielle's husband.
Middle grounds for everybody's too. So
Danielle's husband is pretty hot. Okay. So is Jackie's.
This is a nice occasion. Yeah. This is celebrating life. Craziness.
Yeah, I try my best,
Danielle looks good. I love how a housewife has like their first season, they like look okay. And then the second season, they like upgrade. I love that.
So the catch is, I do your job for you.
Yeah. I moved to consider myself.
Paul's kind of looking kind of good too.
Getting back into real estate feels. And you know what I think about this group? There's a lot of problems with trust.
There is no
this
trust.
There's no trust in this friend group.
Zero.
Like last night.
Hold on. There's no trust in the friend group. Why? What happened though? Who broke the biggest trust barrier? Your friend and your friend's husband. Louis went. I can't. Listen, the reason why I don't like the Switzerland, the reason why I don't like the neutral vibes with sometimes on Housewives is because when you're neutral, you're kind of still picking a side. If somebody's blatantly wrong and you don't say they're wrong, to me, you're choosing that person, to me. Because what Dolores just said, there's no trust in the friend groups, it's just like, maybe say why there's no trust in the friend groups. Because if you can't address it, why would you be trusted? Clearly Paul is on Louis' side and friends with Louis. It's like, are you guys gonna address what he did was wrong? I feel like a good Switzerland would be like, what Louis did was terribly wrong. Even if you want to say everyone has done wrong things, address Louis, because that was probably the worst of the worst. If you don't, it's like, okay, it doesn't look that neutral as you think it does. It looks like, yeah.
We've been blessed as a family.
Teresa looks good in her interview.
Have Teresa.
Things that I can't say because it involves legal issues, and it's regarding Margaret Joseph. But I can't wait for the world to see what a liar she is.
You're the liar.
So that's why eyes
Oh,
out of
we'll
us
see.
in 1 year.
We'll see who really the liar is. It always proves that Teresa is, but we'll see.
You're my only daughter, and I love you so much. And I can't believe you're leaving me, and I'm gonna miss everything about you.
Melissa also, just like Teresa, I feel like it's such a great mother. Like their scenes with their kids is just so beautiful to watch. I always felt like Melissa and Teresa had so many similar traits, but very opposite ways of thinking. Very similar to each other in terms of family and structure, but in terms of like being a good person or like jealousy, I always felt like Teresa was jealous of Melissa. Yeah, that's what's different.
Melissa's family embraced me from the minute I met her. And the fact that my side of the family is not here tonight, it's bittersweet. I'm surrounded, and she is surrounded by this love of this amazing family.
Wow, I feel like that scene made me a little emotional because I could relate to Teresa and Joe of how tumultuous their family relationships have been. But the fact that Joe married into such a beautiful family and a big one, and they accept him and love him, I feel like that's something I dream of. It is sad to see Teresa and Joe not work it out, but it's just like, you can't work it out with someone like Teresa. Someone so stubborn. She's a Taurus. So someone so stubborn who has no desire to change, or who can never apologize or say, I was wrong. Who always turns the blame but does the same exact thing they blame the other person for. Yeah, that scene touched me.
Wait, I played tennis. What's pickleball?
Wait, didn't the Potomac Housewives also play pickleball? Not that it matters, but
And I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis.
I pick up Gigi and Juliana, like I literally feel it go all the way through my biceps.
I've been on medication my whole life because I had my hips replaced at 18.
Do you know my mother fell today holding?
Wow, I didn't know Rachel has been through all that. That's a lot.
When John was 17 years old, he was selling pot and got arrested. That's it. That's the story.
How did that?
So for her to try to weaponize something that my husband went through as a child is disgusting, coming from a criminal herself.
This is a grown ass woman, a piece of and I have nothing to say to you.
Yeah, Danielle, and then I heard Jackie later on tries to be friends with Teresa. I'm convinced anybody who tries to be friends with her on this show and doesn't acknowledge what she does or asks her questions that she doesn't like just wants the fame of it. That says a lot about their character if they want to be friends with someone like that who's done all these things that are on camera.
Can't associate with people that associate with her.
I don't go into situations
I
when
feel
someone
that.
says something.
See, I feel what John said. I can't associate with people who associate with her. You guys are dangerous. That you are not acknowledging what she's done. Is it for fame?
You have a big family, Teresa.
I
You
know.
always wanted it.
Yeah, no, his family's so beautiful.
You deserve that.
See?
Wait, do you know?
Same with Joe, her brother. They both married into big families that they always wanted. There's a lot of similarities between them. You know what would be a good special? A family therapy special with the Gorgas and the Judices, whatever. Because I don't feel like they ever had a real mediator or someone to work it out with, or if they ever tried that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then I feel like you'll be able to really see who the problem is. We don't know who the problem is though.
Bro,
I want to say, so like, this show right now is still more entertaining than the Potomac show. And I feel like, even though I haven't seen much of the season yet, I feel like the way these shows works is the ensemble. In Potomac, Wendy and Candace weren't talking to Giselle. And I feel like that was uncomfortable to watch because it was just like, you know, for the sake of the show, you kind of play and move forward if it's not that bad. I mean, I guess to Giselle it was that bad, but like, let's look at the blueprint. Nene and Kim Zolciak, they were able to fight so bad and come back. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's not toxic. It was. But they made such great TV. They made a great show, memorable show, you know? So that's why these type of shows won't last if that doesn't happen. Let's also remember that these type of shows are kind of toxic though. It's not set up for positivity, obviously. So, you know, that's just my take, you know.
Hi Teresa, how are you doing? It's my face. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Stop. What about the microphone?
Melissa is such an Aries.
Do you have pot? I have a pot. Can we smoke? Yeah. Can we talk? Yes.
I like Jeff Fessler.
Thank you. My husband met with Frank after New York. He said to him that everyone had met the night before the reunion.
They were prepping for Louis to have a lot of information because of the private investigator.
one of my best friends brought me information on each person in this group.
Teresa's she's trying to make something out of nothing. What was bad about them meeting to discuss what Louis did?
So if somebody accused your husband of doing something defamatory to his name based on an ex, would you be upset?
I would.
You have children.
I would.
Right? You guys have a reputation to
I
carry.
would defend him till the end.
You're taking a convict's credit over mine.
Because I thought that I had someone who was like my ride or die for a really long time. And in this moment, I don't see that Jen.
I feel like Jen is just trying to play the game of housewife. I don't think she's an official housewife yet. I think she wants to be. So who better to get in with than the queen of the show? Regardless, Teresa Giudice is the queen of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. No matter how I feel, anyone feels, she is that person of the show. But it's like the things people will do for fame, you know, it's like, it's sad to watch Rachel feel that way about her friend. Overall, this episode wasn't bad. Still better than the Potomac season so far to me. Even though they didn't really interact, I do feel like, I guess there's some movement in the storyline, but it's not huge. I just feel like Teresa, she has really good qualities and then really, really bad qualities. But for me as a person, the bad qualities that she has, I would never associate with someone like that. Or her husband. I don't know what to say. I guess I'll have to keep watching and see how this turns out. But all right, y'all. Till next time.